Hey guys, how you doing? It's BlackCat975 coming at you live, and today we'll be doing a look back over the last about month or so. Someone pointed out to me that it's been about a month since I started making videos for learning purposes, for self-improvement purposes. The idea being to dig down into our thoughts and learn more about ourselves. Why do we do what we do? Why do we feel what we feel? And try to learn things not only from our own lives, but from the things around us. Trying to get positivity out of the good and make sense so that we can learn from the bad, right? So today we're going to be just talking about that. This is just an update, kind of more of a conversation. I don't really have any thoughts in mind. I'm just kind of talking from right here. I'm talking to you from right here. So hope you're doing good. If you've been following these videos, you take a moment, either after this video or pause this video or take a piece of paper out now if you want to do it as we go along. But try to write down and think about, or just do it in your head, but think about at least what you've done over the last month that you're proud about, happy about, sad about, mad about, how you feel like you've changed physically, emotionally. What have you done to change the environment around you, physically, atmospheric wise, etc. So I'll start going through those kind of things for myself now. I think I'm going to start physically, physically. And we're going to start with food. So we're going to start with food because salad's really what got me on the right path. As funny as it sounds, I got a video about it. Salad is what started me in the right direction. I'd say on the salads, I continue to do salads, not as perfectly as I did. I've missed a day or two, but overall, consistent on the salads. Pretty consistent on my food, except for recently I've been slipping a little bit. I think that just comes from a kind of a spring back effect, a rubber banding effect of pushing one way too far, pushing one, getting slung back the other way a little bit. But overall, I'm not mad. I'm happy with that. I feel like my life is better because of those choices I made, and I'm going to continue to stick with those choices. I would like to strengthen my resolve in those choices so that I can be able to make sure I'm dedicating myself to the results I want to see. I think this slipping up of eating things that aren't the best for me is in itself a little bit of a pullback, and it's okay, I think, to have a pullback, but you have to be willing to recognize that and say, okay, being okay that something is off is one thing. Letting it stay off and accepting mediocrity of yourself is another thing. So I do want to make sure that I'm pushing myself to do the best I can with that. I don't expect perfection, and neither should you, because you're not going to get it from me. But we can always learn from this and say, okay, what we're doing right. We're eating salad. We're eating good food. We're mostly eating healthy at dinner. We've ate out less, and because of that, we're happier. I'm happier, and it'll help the people around me be happier. So the food has led to a better physical outlook. We'll work out a little bit here every now and then. That has helped immensely. That particularly has helped a lot emotionally. Funny enough, it's a physical activity, but I tell you, if you're like me and you're in your head a lot, having some way to just turn off and just let your body be your body, I think that's worth its weight in gold. So definitely, I really enjoy the exercise I do now. I'll be honest, I get a longing for it, right? Like, especially like, I don't do anything that day. Like the next day, I'm like, I really gotta go do something. I'm like, I gotta move, and that's great, right? That's wonderful. We've made a positive correlation between working out and how we feel, and so we're able to control one part of that, which controls the other part of that, right? So we're able to say, when I work out, I feel good. So thus, I work out and I feel good. That's a positive feedback loop. That's exactly what we want. So plan to keep doing that. I think that has helped my motivation. I'm more confident than ever. It helps me in every situation. So definitely I see a lot more fitness in my future. I love it very dearly, and I don't think I'll be stopping for a long time. I'm not saying it's always easy. I think the working out is just phenomenal, and I think any kind of consistency to it is also necessary. But I think once you get over the beginning of it, like the beginning hump of it, of like that kind of difficulty curve, just like with getting rid of bad habits can lead to a bit of a difficulty curve in the beginning, so can creating good habits. But I found that the good habits, they're they give back to you. I think that's the biggest thing, right? I think the bad habits from past me, and I'm sure you'll see this too when you think about it and you sit down and think about it. You'll see that your past habits, your bad habits that you've been able to let go of, those things were negatively feeding your body, your mind, your soul, and they led to more bad habits. They led to worse life. Even if you don't notice, some of the stuff you don't even notice. That's the craziest thing. It's been a month. I didn't notice that I was doing these things for a month. For me, it felt like a second. But the return on value is still there. The body and mind still gets the value of the good deed. Just like when you do bad things, they're only temporary, only momentarily. With you, you'll forget what you've done, or your body will not, keep it in it unless it's. But somewhere almost like subconsciously you remember it. Like you won't remember on the surface, but you'll remember it subconsciously. I think on a subconscious level, a lot of the physical stuff and the eating and stuff is been fantastic for me all around. Definitely not going back to the person I was. If you look at like things like being able to be committed and doing the things that we say we're going to do, I still find that I got a good drive for not letting people get in my way and doing what I believe to be best, whether it be right or wrong. I'm not saying it's always right. I'm not saying I don't make bad decisions in hindsight, going, well, that wasn't really worth it. But I do think that that's okay. That's a learning experience in itself. You have to figure out when to listen to people and when to follow your gut, and that's part of the learning process. If you've always just followed what everybody told you to do, you don't know how to listen to yourself, and you don't know when to hold yourself back. So I think that's an ongoing learning process. I hope to keep learning how to be better and how to keep my own self in mind, sticking up for my own self, but not being too assertive. At least thinking about what other people have to say, and make sure I am taking that fully into account for my actions. I think that's been a big help for my confidence. But always want to tweak yourself and try to learn. Any way that you can be the best you can be. On learning, I've definitely done a lot of learning. I always have been a big learner. I hope to continue to keep learning. I think learning is one of the biggest things you can do for yourself, whether it be learning something for yourself or learning something for work or whatever. Anything that gets your brain going in a good direction is always positive. So I don't have a lot of thoughts on that. If you're not, investing in yourself and learning for yourself, make that happen. Get a book, audio book. They got them on YouTube even. I watch a lot of audio or listen to a lot of audiobooks on YouTube. They help me immensely, even if it's just for entertainment. Everything has to be all, work hard. Entertain yourself too. You have to find your own balance. Speaking of looking for balance, looking forward, those are my thoughts on the past me versus now. I think everything in my life is better now than it was a month ago, and I hope that these videos have helped you reach some sort of situation like that, and hope we continue to grow together. Looking forward to the future. I want to continue to keep learning more with the exercise about my body and how to get the most out of myself. Yeah, how to get the most of myself. I think that's my next goal. I want to start digging deeper into topics. I do want to start. When I say digging deeper into topics, I mean thinking more in detail about why we do what we do. Making sure I think a couple steps down, not just taking a surface level answer as the right answer. Making sure I'm pushing myself to get as much out of myself as I can. And part with that, I hope to keep my good habits going on the things that I've faltered on, like whatever it may be, the food or whatever, things like that, things that I'm faltering on. I want to right now in this video, I'm reasserting to you that those things are going to continue. And I got to hear this video about 5 times, so I know I'm going to stay with it. I think reasserting things to yourself and telling yourself out loud and holding yourself accountable through either something like this where you're going to hear it, or telling your partner, your friend, yourself on a notepad, whatever it takes. I'd also like to take up journaling as we move forward. I did buy a journal, but I continue to forget it and not use it. So I hope to fix that up, because I feel like putting pen to pad can help you get things out of your mind that you're not willing to say out loud. Maybe you're not brave enough to put it out there in the world, but maybe you can hide it somewhere away in a book. So in some way, you can start to find relief from that. So that's my goals for the future. Continue with what's been working. Sharpen up on what I know that I feel like I can do better on. And then I would like to add in, like I said, deeper learning and journaling, I think, are the next two things I want to add, and maybe a better sleep schedule would be wonderful. We all could use a little more sleep, that's for sure, right? So these are my thoughts. This is my analysis over the first month here. Like I said, we've come so far, and I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, honestly. You just coming by and watching this video, you're amazing, and you are a part of this journey as much as it is, for me. You are a driving force for me. So thank you so much for your support. I hope that I'm supporting you and I'm helping you. Please let me know if there's anything you need in the comments below. Hugs and love, positivity, all the kind words in the world, they're all for you. These videos are all for you. I hope that you continue to move forward in life, progress in life, find happiness, grow and learn as we continue to move forward in life and love our lives and find opportunities to enjoy life. That's everything for this review video. If you enjoyed it, sorry if it was a little bit long or a little bit rambly. You have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.